Before I start, I would like to say thank you to everyone for coming tonight. I was told if I was to get nervous just to take a few breaths, but if I was to take a few breaths, I'd probably pass out. Good afternoon, distinguished faculty, guests, and graduates. I stand here before you today, a recovering alcoholic and addict. I struggled with both for quite a few years before realizing I needed the help to get over them both. When I finally started down my journey, down the recovery path, I started to realize I could probably help others who are struggling as well. I'd always known on some small level that I wanted to do counseling or help others in some way. And just over a year ago, I got the chance when I enrolled in the Addictions and Counseling program at Vancouver Career College. When asked why I wanted to enter this program, my reply was quite simple. I wanted to give back and help others in need. It was an answer I heard from everyone else in the program as well. We were all there to help and give back due to experiences in our lives. We'd either dealt with addiction personally, or we had dealt with it through someone else in our lives. Ever since we'd gotten the help and were on the career path, it was time for our next step in school, and now here we are. This past year and a bit has been quite the journey for us all. Along the way, we've learned a thing or two that actually sunk in, while the rest we'll be able to look up in our textbooks or notes that we know we've got lying around somewhere. We've got to meet a few new people, some that'll stick around for a lifetime. We've had our ups and downs with less time spent with family, friends, partners, or perhaps we struggled financially, but we made it with each other's help and support. The key word being we. For together we came in as a class, and together we're leaving. I thought I'd make one or two friends, perhaps keep in touch with them afterwards, but I never expected to meet such a tight-knit group. A classmate put it best when she said, we came in as a class, we're leaving a family. That was our class, for we're simply stuck together no matter what was happening in each other's lives. All it took was an introduction, a few smiles, a few words said to each other before the unspoken closeness began. From lunches out together, class potlucks, time spent in the park, drives to and from school, many phone calls or texts to each other. To our late night study groups, we were always in touch with one another. We were simply that close. When I was asked to be valedictorian and give this speech, I struggled with how to write it or what to say. The more I thought about it, the more I realized I couldn't write this without them. This honor is a great one, but this is our day. We did this together, and we've all come a long way. Through all the trials and tribulations, good and bad times, personally or academically, tears and laughter, we've proven to those around, and more importantly to ourselves, that we're ready for the next steps in our journeys. We've proven we can and will make it. We all know that this wouldn't have been possible without the support of our family and friends. Thanks to their patience, understanding, perhaps their deep pockets at times, and mostly for their loving care during this past year, we are here today. Thank you. Of course, we couldn't forget our teacher, Alana, because without her wise teaching and her wise words, and for putting up with us all and all our, well, BS, and for having the patience of just dealing with us all, we wouldn't be here today. So a special thanks goes out to our teacher, Alana. Of course, we couldn't forget about those on the campus around us. Not a day would go by where one or all of the administration staff would just say hi or make sure everything was going well. To say they're a friendly bunch would be a huge understatement. That's just the way the campus is, helpful and friendly. Going into practicum was scary due to leaving the comfort of the class and those we knew and into a new field of our own, or on our own. Having no experience going in, everything that came along was new, and there was a lot to be learned. All I knew was what I'd learned in class and some personal experiences. I was placed at a youth detox program, and it turned out to be a wonderful placement for me. Everyone I worked with were so helpful, friendly, and willing to give advice when necessary. As the practicum went on, I realized things I had learned in class were just coming out in my work. See, Alana, we did listen. I was caught off guard by how comfortable I was, and before I knew it, the practicum had just flown by. I just knew I'd entered the right field. My very last practicum shift turned out to be a paid one, as I'd proven myself enough for them to hire me. I couldn't have been happier, as this was a great stepping stone into a great field. I'm happy to tell you that we all found work after our practicums. Sorry, I got lost. Just before I go, I'd like to leave you with a few words of advice from all of us to you. Anyone considering these programs, please take advantage of it, for it's a life-altering experience. Don't give up no matter what happens. It can be done. Stay positive, believe in, and love yourself. Cherish and enjoy the friendships that come from programs like this, for they are truly unique. Go into each new experience with an open mind and be willing to take honest criticism. Stay true to yourself while being open to new experiences. A final quote that seemed fitting for our class: don't judge my path if you haven't walked my journey, and we never will. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, your valedictorian, Daniel Lahue.